This seems so simple, but a lot of people don't take the step to write down your goals. A lot of us like kind of know why we're here, and I ask most people, I go, hey, what are your goals? And a lot of times I get this, I don't know, or they're like, well, I want to, lose weight. The more specific your goals are, the more your brain will help you achieve those goals. Our brain works in specifics. Like, you would never just drive in your car without knowing where you're going, exactly where you're going. And I mean exactly, like, if I was going to drive to a hotel in Las Vegas, I would put the address down and I would know exactly how to get there. I wouldn't just go like, I'm driving to Vegas and I'll figure it out. Just like in here, the more specific you know what your goals are, and those goals could constantly change, but just write them down. It makes a big difference. Another thing is framing. You know how a lot of times we say chase the burn, right? You hear us say that sometimes. Chasing the burn, what that means is when it's burning, when your body's screaming for you to stop, that's when it's actually working. All the reps you do before that point don't do maybe a little bit. They hardly do anything. It's when you're in that lactic acid burn and your muscles are maxing out and you're almost failing, that's when you make your progress. And going to failure in here is success. If you go until you literally can't move and you can't press that weight anymore, that's when you get your gains, when you go to failure, okay? So I gave this analogy the other day, like, when you go to an amusement park, just pretend you love roller coasters if you don't. So you stand in line 2 hours to ride this 2-minute roller coaster, right? You're in line, it's hot, it sucks. You're going out of your way to scare the crap out of yourself, to have your stomach go in circles, right? But imagine if you were in your car, in traffic, and all of a sudden you felt like you felt on a roller coaster. You would hate it. It would be an anxiety attack. You'd be like, oh my God, I'm dying, I want this to go away. The reason you like it on the roller coaster is because you framed it that way. You told yourself, this is what I want, bring it on, let's go, I'm gonna put my hands up in the air, I wanna make it as scary as possible, and then let's do it again. So when you come in here, this is the hardest workout program in Orange County. So it's always gonna be hard, but come in with the attitude like, okay, bring it, I want this is what I want, this is why I'm here, it's 45 minutes. Hey, and if you pass out, listen, it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm gonna give you a tip on passing out, okay? If you pass out, when you wake up, don't go like this. Oh, I think I passed out. Just get up and go, that's right. What's up? Like a boss. That's how you pass out, like a boss, okay? So if it happens, get up all cool. Like, whatever. What are you looking at? You know what I mean? All right. One more thing. There should be something in your mind, and you just take time later on. This is the last thing on mindset. A thought or a situation in which you would never, ever give up no matter how you felt. So for me, I have 2 daughters, all right? They're 7 and 10 years old. I just have this scenario in my head, like there's a burning building, but it's like a New York skyscraper, and there's a helicopter on the roof. But literally, we're running up like 200 flights of stairs. And I'm carrying both of them because I could run faster if I just carry them. And there's smoke, my legs are burning, my body's screaming, it hurts, my arms are burning, but there's just no way I would stop. I don't care how it feels, I wouldn't stop. And so when I use burpees as an example because those are probably the worst things we ever do is burpees. Or the worst things is hand cleans after burpees, probably. But when you're doing burpees, you get that voice in your head. Like at first you're like, yeah, get it. Then it's like, ooh, man, now I need to take a breath, right? So that voice, as it gets louder and louder, as soon as I think of that scenario, I get in this zone and I just cannot stop. I can't stop. And I get better and better and better. And it's just like a muscle. It takes practice. You strengthen this ability to anytime in any situation, grab onto a thought and make it happen. So find whatever your thought is in your life and use it when you feel like stopping. Okay, that's it on mindset.